Welcome everybody to another episode of the Lunch Table Podcast, and in this video I'm going to give you my review for Wonka. It just released in theaters, starring Timothée Chalamet, directed by Paul King, which is the director of Paddington, one of our King's favorite movies. Of course, the King I'm talking about is Hideo Kojima-san. Hi!
今年もですね、TG に参加できなくてごめんなさい。来年は必ず出席させていただきます。
Now, I won't be going into spoilers for the sake of it, and this will be a pretty short review. But to get us started, does Timothée Chalamet carve a honorable spot in already the list of huge actors portraying Willy Wonka? I think so. I think he has this eccentricism to him. He has this naivety to his character. It feels really lighthearted, but also there's dark elements to the way how he portrays Wonka. There's this whole thing with his mother, and you know, there's this sort of trauma that he gets from that, and I think he does a great job. And also this movie, I just want to say that this movie is a children's movie, which I should have expected that coming into this. I should have, but I didn't expect to disagree. It'll be such a children's movie. I don't even know if it's like a whole family movie. It's pretty much like a children's movie. And I never watched Paddington, but I would expect that's the same thing. So the tone was really light. Towards the end, there was this weird tonal clash that I'm not going to go into details, but I felt like it should have ended sooner. I didn't like the way they kept on going with the same thing. Sometimes I like when you live in moments, right? Some moments are important to live in, but for the most part, this sequence was a little irritating. So, but moving on, it's a huge cast of characters, but let's mention the VFX. So Hugh Grant plays an Oompa Loompa, absolutely horrifying. I thought, there could be, he looks like a character that might end up in an episode of Creepshow on AMC Plus. He's super weird to look at, man. The CGI in this, if you guys remember Revenge of the Sith with the clones, feels like that kind of, and it does feel really green screeny, and I didn't enjoy that element. What would really make this movie stand out is if they relied more on practical effects. There were a lot of beautiful machinations that were made by Wonka, and it was really intricate, and there was something artisanal about it. But if you apply that to different settings and it's practical, then I think it'll be absolutely impressive. But the fact that they went this route, there's some controversy too going on with Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa rather than casting a short person, right? My thoughts are, yeah, you should actually cast a short person. But I don't know who you're going to cast. Like, this type of movie seems like they want to go with all the huge names. So who are you going to cast? Peter Dinklage again or something like that? So it's a shame. I wish, hopefully for the future, at least more roles like that will be more inclusive to different actors to get their time to shine and see how their acting chops are rather than getting Peter Dinklage, which he's a phenomenal actor, by the way. I love Peter Dinklage, but I just feel like this was a little bit of a waste. But then again, Oompa Loompas are a fictional character, right? They're orange, they're weird. But the thing is, dude, looking at Hugh Grant as an Oompa Loompa, it's just, it bothers me. It really bothers me. Seeing his face, it just bothers me so much, man. I wish that was like practical. At least it would be more palatable. That's what I'm saying. A lot of the movie is pretty just weird, but again, it's a children's movie. There is a lightheartedness to it, and will it stand the test of time? Will it be memorable? I actually don't think it will be memorable. I think forever we'll always think of Gene Wilder's Wonka, and we'll also think of Johnny Depp's Wonka. This movie, I just, Timothée Chalamet, he's the guy for this year. So that's why they cast him. He's great. Actually, it would have been cool if they did a kind of, listen to this, right? I'm just going to go on a little thing, right? What if the guy from The Bear, God, I forgot his name, the actor from The Bear, if you guys know that awesome show, you guys should definitely check that out. It's a cooking show. Amazing. That actor, Jeremy Allen White. what if you had him as Wonka, which he looks almost exactly like Gene Wilder, right? But what if it's produced by A24 and it's a serious take on Wonka, and they go into ethical resourcing and shit like that for how to get the chocolate or whatever. I don't know, some weird thing. I don't know what else you could do with the IP with Wonka, unless you just keep remaking it and making it like this. They tried to do something serious here, and it's not a direct sequel to Gene Wilder's Wonka, or of course Johnny Depp's Wonka. It's its own thing. It does feel like a prequel because it's showing how Wonka got started, and I think that's a fascinating perspective to take. But I just don't know where else you could go with this. I don't know how much you could really get out of these Willy Wonka movies. But we'll see. I don't know. Maybe they'll do some other shit or like an anime or something like that in the future. You know how these big studios are. But huge credit to Paul King, though. I think as a children's movie, this will stand out, at least for the children. But I don't know even if children are really into it. It's like I'm a Debbie Downer kind of with this movie. It just like a one and done type of thing. It's like I seen it, it's fine, it's whatever, and then I'm gonna move on, and that's it. So if I were to rate Wonka, I'd probably rate Wonka. I'll be generous and give it a 7 out of 10. But that is my review for Wonka. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And hey, as I always say, if you're new to this channel, we have plenty of content coming your way. I have, oh my goodness, there's so many videos coming out this month, and there will be a big reveal about what's to come in the channel a little bit later on. I'm Akram. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, please. See you guys.